Hey guys, Jessica Caver Lindholm here. Welcome to our Facebook Live today. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm really excited about what we're talking about today. So let me get everything set up here. Make sure you guys can see me. Got the lights on. All right, and as you guys are hopping on, definitely say hi. Say hi, say hi. And if you're watching the replay later, definitely comment down below as well so that we can connect. I'll be back checking in with all the comments and who said hi and replying to you here in a little bit. So just in case you miss it, don't worry. I'll be back. All right. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? We're going to be talking today about, it's one of my favorite topics right now because it's one of the most effective strategies that I'm seeing my audience use, my clients use, and it's one of the main strategies that I'm using right now as well. So it's super powerful and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it a little bit more. Hey, Jocelyn. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. Where are you joining from, Kelly? Remind me. Hi, Melanie. Awesome. Great to see you as well. Melanie, tell me where you're joining from too. For some reason, I'm thinking UK, but I can't remember if that's correct. All right, guys. And as you're hopping on, definitely keep saying hi. Can't wait to talk to you about this. So what we're going to be going over today is one of my favorite strategies at the moment that I'm seeing consistently work to bring in clients. And I've used lots of strategies throughout my business. So if I'm using it, believe me, it's been tested. I've tested lots of different things and I'm seeing this one just really work the best. Michigan. Awesome, Kelly. That's right. Okay, in the UK. Slowly getting it memorized where everyone's joining in from. Awesome, guys. Okay, cool. So what we're going to be talking about today is one of my favorite strategies. And I'm also announcing my new live coaching workshop that's totally free. And it is happening next week. So you can get access to that and use that in your it's going to be a game changer for your strategy at the moment. So if you guys are interested in that coaching workshop, don't go yet. We're going to be jumping into some training here first, but the link is up at the top. It's just ToLivingFree.com/workshop. And that will get you access to my new live coaching workshop that we're having next week. And we're going to do live coaching on that, Q&A. I'm going to be talking all about how to use webinars to consistently book up with clients. And actually that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit today as well, is how to use webinars to consistently book up with clients. And if you're like me in the beginning, I was like, webinars aren't for me. All the big marketing gurus are doing them, or they just feel too masculine or salesy at times. Or they seem like a lot of work, right? That's definitely how I felt in the beginning. In the spring, my team strongly urged me to try a webinar out, and I was pleasantly surprised that it was a lot of fun. And not only was it a lot of fun, it was really effective. And honestly, it was my first webinar, so by no means was it good. So don't feel like you have to be perfect with these. Like, just doing them is a game changer. And so I want to talk to you guys today about why these webinars, why these live trainings like this are really one of the most effective strategies that you can be using in your business, and how we can make it as easy as possible for you. Because the cool thing with using webinars is it actually allows you to leverage your time more so you don't feel like you're selling all the time. And that's what we're going to be talking about during that live coaching workshop. Is how to leverage webinars so that you can connect with as many ideal clients as possible in one setting and not feel like you're having to like sell and promote all the time. Because I know that my community, I know you guys get tired of doing that. You're like, I don't want to just keep talking about the same thing over and over again. All right, guys, I keep seeing more people jump on. So say hi as you're joining us here. Let me know where you're joining from. And comment down below. We've got Kelly from Michigan. We've got Melanie from the UK. Gertrude, where are you joining in from, Gertrude? And Sonia, remind me where you're joining in from as well. And guys, as we get going here, if you have any questions for me, don't hesitate to comment below. I'm watching the questions as we go. So if you're like, hey, I'm in the such and such business, will webinars work for me? We were just having a discussion over in my Facebook group, and a question that someone asked is she was looking at putting out a weight loss program, and she was wondering, is this a good way to do it? Absolutely. The main way that I'm using webinars right now is for group programs and courses like that. But I've seen my clients create a lot of success with them with one-on-one coaching, which people are sometimes surprised by, courses, package bundles. It works for, honestly, I don't know anything that doesn't work for in the online world right now because they're so powerful, these webinars. I didn't know you were in Portugal, Sonia. That's awesome. What an amazing global community we have here. We've got UK, Portugal, Michigan, Colorado, all around the world at the moment, right? I love that we can travel around the world right here in our Facebook Lives. So we're talking about the strategy that I'm seeing be the most effective for me in consistently booking clients, and I'm using it every month on a regular basis to bring in new clients. It allows me to be still see me? It froze up for a second. Hopefully you didn't lose me. Still see me? We're good? Show a little heart, show a little love, or type 1 down in the comments below. If you guys can see me and hear me, my Wi-Fi just glitched for a second. I want to make sure that we're still live so I don't just go on and teach and then come to find out no one could actually hear me. So type a 1 down in the comments if you can still see me, hear me, guys. Yes? I think that's a yes, none of yours. Yes also works. Yes or a 1. Let me know that you can still, okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So let's talk about webinars a little bit and why these are so effective. Awesome. Thanks, Anita. Thanks, Kelly. Melanie, cool. Awesome. So what is a webinar, right? What is this all about? How do you use them? Well, in the past, I'd mainly done audio trainings, live coaching calls, that sort of thing to connect with potential clients. And the amazing thing about a webinar is you can do video, you could do video and slides, you could do just slides. But what a webinar does, it really gives people a taste of what you're all about, your personality, your style of coaching. They can learn something from you in the process. And typically the way that you set up a webinar is it makes your offer, your program, your product the easy next step for those people who want to go a little further. But even those who don't sign up that day still get great value from it, and you've built a really strong relationship with them, which makes it much easier for them to consider working with you in the future. So like I said, is anyone hesitant about doing a webinar? Because I was like, oh, I'm nervous. I don't want to do this. I don't know how to use the tech. It's going to be confusing. It's going to be so much work. Does anyone have any of those fears about doing your own webinar? Like, oh, this is going to be crazy. Because I was there for sure as well. And I'll be honest, my first webinar was a little bit of work because I didn't know what I was doing and I was making it up as I go, but it still was effective. I still had sales come in from that webinar, even though I was winging it, even though I went on too long, even though I taught too much and probably overwhelmed and confused people, it still worked. And that's why I'm so passionate about teaching you guys this strategy, because it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. Cool? Can't even imagine it. Yeah, Kelly, that's how I felt too. I was like, I'm not doing those. Those are a little scary. Yeah, the videos and Facebook Lives, they get easier, Melanie, for sure. I mean, we're on like Facebook Live 70 probably at this point here, so this just feels like the main way I interact with people. And it's the same thing with webinars. They get so much easier, and there's a specific structure that you can follow to make these so much more effective in your business. And that's what we're actually going to be talking about during the live coaching workshop. We're going to go much more in depth on that, because today we'll only be here, 20 minutes or so today, kind of giving you guys some of my top tips. But in that live coaching workshop, I stay on as long as you guys have questions. We go in depth. I've got a special training that I'm putting together for you right now, and it's all about how you can book up with clients, whether it's coaching clients, photography clients, health coaching clients, how you can use webinars to sell out your programs without feeling like you're selling all the time. And that's what the link is that's up in the description right now, that ToLivingFree.com/workshop. It's completely free. When I host these live coaching workshops, I only do them once. So I'm not going to be coming back and doing another one on this topic anytime soon. So definitely, if you're interested in learning how I'm using webinars in my business and how my clients are too, get yourself signed up for that coaching workshop. And let me give you an example of just how powerful this is. Like I said, when I did my first webinar, I had no idea what I was doing. I made up some slides. Like, it was just, I was not thrown together. It probably took me a while because I was really trying to learn the process, but it was not, I would not redo it the way I did it the first time. But even so, it still brought in multiple sales on that one webinar. And I had my most successful webinar ever just last month that brought in over 45,000 in sales. And I'm telling you guys this not because it's like, yay, I'm special, I had a big webinar. I want you to see how effective these can be. And I only did one webinar last month. And with that one webinar and the couple follow-up emails I sent out afterwards, in a span of, a few days, 45,000 in sales came in. And that's why I want you guys to learn how to use this, is because it's so effective. Now, you might be saying, well, I don't think my list is big enough, or how do I get people on this webinar? That's totally understandable. and it still can work for you. I actually just got off of a phone call with one of my clients who she had a list of about 100 people when she put together her first webinar last month. And through the promotion of the webinar, which was completely free, she didn't do any paid advertising, she doubled her list. So she added on another 100 people to her list with free marketing for her webinar. She added 40 people into her Facebook group just promoting the webinar. And she made $5,000 in that week. $5,000, guys. And she had a list of 100 people when she started. So you don't need these giant lists to be able to be successful with webinar strategy. And it's why I'm so passionate about this for you guys, because I'm here as a lover of freedom and how to teach you guys to use the strategies that I'm consistently learning and leveraging in my own business to create a 6-figure business, to create a 7-figure business, and they will work across the board if you're looking to connect with clients in the online world. And I want to make sure that anything that I figure out that works, that you guys have access to as well, because the whole reason I even do this work is because I believe so deeply in women creating true freedom for themselves in unlimited time, the free time to do what you want within your life, the money to be able to actually enjoy your life and not feel stressed out all the time, and the clear, joyous, calm mind to get to enjoy both of those things. Because you can have one of those things, you can have a whole lot of time and no money, you could have lots of money and no time, and your mindset could be crazy. And so the tools that I bring together for you guys, I'm really passionate about them hitting all of those. So what webinars do is they'll give you a proven strategy that is working for me and my clients to book up your own clients so that you can have the income piece taken care of. But here's the other cool thing. They leverage your time. So instead of like every day throughout the month trying to sell your program, instead you spend part of the month promoting your webinar and you spend part of the month promoting your program, and majority of those sales are going to come in for your program right around the webinar, which brings this influx of cash. It brings in an income injection, I guess you could call it. So guys, if you have any questions, comment down below. Hey, I just saw there's so many lovely ladies jumping on right now. Comment below. Where are you joining in from? Or if I already know you, just say hi. If you have questions, comment down below. We're going to be doing this live coaching workshop here. It's next week. October 18th is when I'm doing it, on the Wednesday, October 18th. It's completely free live coaching workshop where I'm going to break down in detail how to actually use these webinars in your own business. And the link is up at the top right now. It's at ToLivingFree.com/workshop. It's also pinned down in the bottom in the comments section. But it's something that is really going to be helpful for you guys. Like the examples I just shared. I used it in my business to create 45K in sales last month, actually over that. And I had a client use it last month to, in the span of a week, double her list, add 40 people to her Facebook group, and bring in $5,000 in sales in a week. And her list was only 100 people prior to that. So let me know, guys, what questions do you have? That's why I'm so passionate about getting this strategy in front of you. Sonia says, I'm Portuguese and live here. It's the trend country where big celebrities are coming to live. Ooh, I like it. I'm excited about that, Sonia. I'd love to check out Portugal. Can't even imagine it, Kelly. So, Kelly, it's really just, if you went to teach a workshop, or if you went to, speak to a small group or something like that, a webinar can be seen as exactly the same. And I understand if you guys might be nervous. So the first time that I did a live training call it was about 4 years ago, I was so nervous that I had private clients afterwards asking me if I cried, or they thought I was going to cry because my voice was shaking so much. So we all start somewhere. Progress, not perfection. Just getting things in motion makes such a difference. Who here has hosted a webinar before? Comment below. Let me know. Have you hosted a webinar before? Anyone? Give me a heads up. Let me know if you've hosted one before. And if not, or even if you have, do you want to host another one? Would you like to learn more about how you can use this strategy? What I love about this strategy is it really is a rinse and repeat strategy. So it's something that you can use monthly, if not more often, in your business to hit your income goals. Yes, I find videos and Facebook Lives quite difficult. They get so much easier, right, guys? They get so much easier, and that's why I'm teaching these, because I want you to be able to learn from my mistakes, learn from the things that have worked and the things that haven't, to make these so much easier for you. Valerie Luckett, it's so good to see you. Hey, gorgeous. It's been way too long. I would love to hear how everything's going for you. Rachel is here, and I just saw over in the Facebook group, Rachel, you're joining us from the UK. Awesome. Katrina Young, where are you joining us from? Let me know, comment below, Katrina, where you're at. I love learning where everyone's joining us from. Christy's who I'm talking about. She's my rock star who's been rocking it out with webinars. She can give you examples of how all of this has worked so well. We're not just making it up. It's working right here in this community. Yay, so excited to see you, Christy. Carrie Ann Shepherd. It's been a long time. You're in Texas, right, Carrie Ann? It's really great to see you. Melissa, so good to see you too, Melissa. Awesome, ladies. We've got so many great women here today. So what are your questions? What are your questions about webinars? Are you wondering if they work for your business? Are you wondering how to use them in your business? Are you wondering what is a webinar? It's okay. Like, I'm happy to explain any and all. I've been at the beginning of my business many times and learned lots of new strategies. We're all beginners at certain times. So don't be embarrassed about it. And like I said, we've got this live coaching workshop that's coming up Wednesday, October 18th, where I'm going to be going in depth about all of this. So even if you can't stay on long today, definitely get signed up for that. The link is up in the description, that ToLivingFree.com/workshop, and down in the link, down in the comments below. And you'll definitely get a recording of that if you can't make it live. But here's a good reason to show up live. You guys have come to my workshops before. You know that I love to give out free, gifts and giveaways and great prizes for showing up live on the workshops. And this time will not disappoint. I've got a really great VIP coaching gift for anyone who shows up live to the workshop. So definitely something you guys want to check out. Get signed up at the link and you'll get all the details for that. Queen is here. Oh, my hair looks fabulous. Thank you. This was This was a side effect of not actually getting to fix it this morning. I took a shower and then it air dried on my first coaching call. So yay for good hair products that save me time because it wasn't getting fixed today. So I appreciate that. Hi, Christy. Katrina from the UK. Awesome. Kat from the UK. I can't wait to use this. Totally. You're going to love this, Christy. And I know that, Christy, you've already been rocking it out with webinars. So you will love this workshop next week. I'm sure it will help even more so to really go in depth with this. Yes, Valerie, you've hosted a webinar before. Are you ready to use webinars more? I see your other yes. I'm guessing that's what you're wanting. Use the webinars, get them into your system. And the great thing is I love to do them live, but you can even then use the replays and still have people, signing up for your programs and signing up for your list. And isn't that the dream? To be able to leverage your time and leverage your expertise. That's what we're all looking for, right? We don't want to have to, do 14 calls a day to try to book clients. And that's the beauty of a webinar, is that you can bring lots of ideal clients together in one space, share your expertise, share your personality, explain what you're offering in a really connected way. And then they can decide right from there if it's a good fit for them or not. And then you can send the replay out and they can watch it again. And it's doing work even more for you. You do the work once and it keeps working for you. Put the replay out there, promote it. There's so many ways that you can use webinars. It's amazing. Queen says, yes, I have to start doing webinars. I need to get over hiding. I've only done 2 to 3 a long time ago, though. It went well, but I'll like to do so much more and consistently. That's the crazy thing, Queen. You're saying that it already went well. Why not use them? Use them. They're such, and they get easier, guys. With anything, like I said, the first time I did a live training, I literally, not everyone, but I had private clients reaching out who thought I was crying because my voice was shaking so much because I was scared. Even Facebook Lives, at this point, Facebook Lives feel super easy to me, but that's because I do them all the time. Like I said, we're probably on at least Facebook Live 70 here, if not close to 100. And so a lot of it's just practice. And yes, you're going to feel nervous at times and wondering if it's working. But like I said, the first webinar I did it was fine. It wasn't great. It was fine, but it was lucrative. And that's what I want to give you guys as a tool that you can use that's lucrative. I mean, honestly, if you show up next week on the live coaching workshop, if only to watch how I run a live coaching workshop like that, it's worth your time. Because you could just be taking notes off of how did she start it? Okay, what did she talk about? Did she sell something? Did she promote something? When? How did she do that? Simply looking at how I'm running that would be super beneficial for your business. Let alone, we're literally talking about how to use webinars to book up with clients on that workshop. So it's kind of a win-win situation. And I will be next week. I'll be opening up my most popular, just got an accent for unknown reasons, my most popular live coaching program that hasn't been opened in a year. So there will be a promotion at the end. But that doesn't mean you can't get great value from it. And look at how do I do that promotion? And why is it effective? That's going to really work for you guys. All right, scrolling down because there's so many comments. Okay, I'm watching you guys. Questions below. I'm going to scroll and look at comments for just a second here. But main thing for those of you who are just joining, say hi. Tell me where you're joining in from. We're talking about all things webinars, using webinars to consistently book up with clients. So definitely comment below if you want to do a webinar or if you have hosted one before, how did it go? So that I can help you make this strategy work even better for you. And then, like I said, next week is when we're doing that live coaching workshop, Wednesday, October 18th. The link is up in the description right now if you want to get signed up for that. It's down in the comments too. It's pinned down there. It's ToLivingFree.com/workshop. Hey. Yeah, we got Christy, Valerie. Oh, you guys know each other. Two of my favorite people know each other. Isn't that fun? Small world here. Christy said, let's see, Valerie, owe you text, getting people on webinars. Okay, how to get people on webinars. This is something we can definitely talk about more. One way you can get people on webinars is do exactly what I'm doing right now. What am I doing? I'm doing a Facebook Live. I'm sharing some strategies around webinars, why you want to use webinars, how I use them in my business, some of the results that I'm getting from them and my clients are getting from them. And what else am I doing? I'd like you guys all to come to my next live coaching workshop. So how can you get people on your webinars or workshops? Do a Facebook Live, put the link up in the description, pin it down in the bottom, and invite people to join you. You know, that's something that I love to do is I'm super transparent around my marketing. If something's working, I want you guys to see it. So one way to get people onto your webinars with you, do a Facebook Live and say, hey, I see you guys. I would love to have you joining me next week for this live coaching workshop. We're going to be breaking down exactly how to use webinars to consistently book up with clients so you don't feel like you have to promote all the time. Is that something you guys are interested in? Is that something that you'd like to use in your business? Because if so, the link to join me, completely free, you just opt in right now and get access to all the call-in details, is right up there in the description and down below in the comments. It's ToLivingFree.com/workshop. So Valerie, that would be a great way to be able to use this strategy right here to get people onto your webinars. Another way that I do it is send out to your list, whether you email your list consistently about it, whether you have 10 people or 10,000 people on your list, invite them to join you. This is something that's really valuable that they'll love to check out. Invite people in your Facebook group, put it on your business page. Maybe, if you're in someone else's Facebook group that allows you to do promos or has some promo days, use that too. There's lots of ways to get people on your webinars. And I was just talking to Christy, who's on here too, Christy Westerfeld. We just came up with a strategy for her to fill up her webinar. We picked a goal. Okay, how many people do we need on your webinar to hit your income goals? All right, how many days do we have before we're going to do your webinar? Now do the math. How many people do you need to be getting on a day? And when you've got those small daily goals like that, then you can use the strategy on a daily basis that you need to hit your goals. Break it down into bite-sized pieces. Good copy? Good copy for your webinars? Is that what you mean, Valerie, or do you like my copy? Okay, it's creating what people want so badly. That's been the struggle. Here is my biggest suggestion in terms of what do I do my webinar on and how do I, make my title catchy and all of that stuff. Here's what you need to know. Here's the big secret. You need to know exactly what your people are looking for a solution for right now. What are your people already looking for a solution for actively that they would literally pay anyone to help them with? So one of the issues that comes up a lot is that we try to sell something that people don't actually want. I find that the majority of businesses, and not all of them, but majority of businesses, we're selling either money, love, or something health related. Some version of that. So weight loss or great skin or more energy, all of that could go under health. Money would be business coaching, financial advice, marketing expertise, something like that. Love could be relationships with family. It could be, attracting your soulmates, something like that. I find that majority of businesses are in those three fields. So your job is to discover which one of those are you marketing first. That's your main thing that you're focusing on. Main thing that I sell is money. That's the main thing I'm selling, guys. My intention is if you use these strategies, you'll make more money. So my audience can justify signing up for my free resources or signing up for my paid programs because they want to make more money in their business and with their online business. So secondary way that I promote these things is freedom, because I'm a freedom girl and freedom is core to me. Freedom of time and money and spacious mind and getting to kind of do what you want in life. So, but that's my secondary. If I led with freedom, I wouldn't be as successful. I lead with money and freedom is secondary. So Valerie, for you, what are you selling? And then what's your secondary piece? So what you're selling, could be money as well. And then what's your secondary? What's the thing that makes you unique? What's the thing that makes you weird? What's the thing that makes you stand out? Sonia says, what webinar platform do you recommend, Jessica? Is there a good free one? I use Zoom. I love Zoom. I know that there's a lot of different webinar platforms out there, and there's lots of great ones. And honestly, even if you are like, I don't want to invest in a webinar platform right now, like what's something else I could do a Facebook Live. I've definitely seen clients use Facebook Lives to do their webinars. And so you would have people sign up to get the details. They'd get the call, and the call-in details would just be show up on my Facebook page. Here's the link on this day at this time. I'm going to be going live on Facebook. So you could literally use Facebook Lives to do your webinars. Obviously, if you're doing slides, it's not going to work as well, but you could do a video one pretty easily. I personally love Zoom. I believe they have like a free week trial or 2-week trial, so you could try them out for free. And then if it's something that you love, Sonia, set the intention. I think it's like $97 a month. What would you need to do with your webinars to earn an additional $97 a month? Is there some kind of bonus you could put out there, or something that you could create enough income with one webinar, maybe to pay for your Zoom subscription for the next year? Now, I'm not a Zoom affiliate. I should be at some point here because I love them and I promote them enough, but that's the one that I love to use. And for you guys who are just hopping on, I see there's lots of comments, so I'm going to keep scrolling down and grab those or answer those questions and comments below. If you have to leave early, just make sure that you get signed up for the workshop up above. We're going to be going into all of this in much more depth. There's going to be slides. We're going to be going in depth in the Q&A. There'll be more time to really, really go deep with all this during the live coaching workshop. You guys can see the sun. It's like coming through. I just keep leaning further this way. That's why my hair is on fire on this side. But that live coaching workshop, we're going to go in depth about all of this. Totally free, ToLivingFree.com/workshop. The link is up in the description and it's down in the comments too. Wonderful, Queen says. Sonia says, is it good if you start with a recorded webinar? I'm going to recommend live on anything and everything. If you want to start with a recorded webinar, go for it. But a lot of, if that's what you need to do first is do a recorded one so you can get comfortable with it, great. Progress is better than perfection. I love doing stuff live because people tend to feel more connected and it tends to increase sales. People who love to talk about evergreen webinars, it takes a certain amount of testing to know what's going to work on an evergreen platform or an evergreen webinar. It doesn't mean it can't work relatively quickly, but live will always work faster. So if you can just put on the party music ahead of time, Sonia, pump yourself up, get excited, hop on there, teach your people, that's going to be so much more effective if you can do it live. Melanie, which platform did you use to run a webinar where you can use slides? I use Zoom. Yeah, I love Zoom for that. I think their webinar platform is fantastic. Something else I love about Zoom is I can live stream my webinars from Zoom over to right here and run them like a Facebook Live so I can reach a lot more people with my webinars. Valerie says, do you feel using the word workshop versus webinar is better? Depends. Right now, it's converting better for me in Facebook ads. So it kind of depends, Valerie. I've called my webinars, workshops, masterclasses, coaching intensives. They've had a lot of different names. It really, for me, is what's converting best if I'm putting Facebook ads or boosting them. And I just feel more connected to a workshop, actually, for me right now. It just feels like I'm going to get on. I'm going to teach you guys something. This is our coaching workshop. That's kind of my style. You need good copy. That's my job, Valerie. I'm the copy lady. You let me know what you need help with. But more than anything, what we just covered a second ago about highlight what your people want and share that in the copy consistently. Don't tell them in the copy what you think they need, even if it's what they really need. Tell them what they want to hear, and not in a lying way. If your people really need a bunch of mindset work, but what they think they need right now is money, don't try to tell them they need a bunch of mindset work because they don't care. They think they need money. So how can what you're teaching them help them make more money? Give them sell them what they want, give them what they need. But it can be done in a way with a lot of authenticity. You can, What is it that your people want more than anything? And make sure that is in your copy consistently. Christy says, yes, so excited about my webinar plan and strategy. Woo! Having the income goals and knowing how many people I need to get on each webinar is so helpful. It makes a huge difference for sure. Christy's going to have her first 10K month. I'm so excited using the exact strategy we're talking about right now, guys. That's how powerful this is. It's like it can be a game changer for your business and the way that you connect with people. That's why I'm obsessed with webinars right now. They're going nowhere in my business model because they work so well. They build strong relationships. They grow your list and they increase your income. Like win, 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 right? So if you are interested in learning more about this, sign up for the free coaching workshop that's happening, the ToLivingFree.com/workshop. Totally free. You'll get an email immediately with all the call-in details, and I'll send you a reminder when we get a little closer, since that's next week. But the link's up at the top, and it's pinned down in the comments as well. I can't tell is money or love, PR and media coaching. Ooh, let's see, Queen. PR and media coaching. I know we've talked about this a little bit, and we probably need to discuss it a little bit more to really narrow it down, Queen. And I know that you're already in one of my coaching programs so that we can discuss this and really work it out. It depends. It could be either. It depends on who you're focusing on. So is the person that you love to work with, do they need your PR coaching because they need to reach a bigger audience, because they want to sell their book and they want to earn more? That might be the first part. And then their secondary might be love. So like I said, with mine, money is what my people want more than anything. And secondly, they want freedom. They want money first because the money is going to give them the freedom. So for instance, Queen, with your people, maybe they want money first because they think money is going to give them the time to be able to build stronger relationships. Or by having more money, they can reach a bigger audience and they feel more connected to more people. So I would just consider which one's your first and second in terms of your marketing. And really that could be a choice depending on what your people respond to. Do you use the Zoom webinar or just Zoom? I use Zoom webinar. Yeah, so I don't personally use Zoom a lot just because I started using Skype for my coaching calls forever ago. So I don't know how to use Zoom that well. I do know how to use Zoom webinar. So that's the one that I use. Water break. Keep the questions coming, guys. These are great. And let me know if you get signed up for the workshop. Comment below. Tell me you're coming. I want to know who all is going to be joining me next week because we're going to have so much fun. Water break, water break. Okay. Sonia, didn't know Zoom was also a webinar platform. I use it for my coaching sessions. Yeah, Sonia, exactly. So you can use it for your coaching sessions, and then there's an option, I believe it's an upgrade option, that they have an entire webinar, not portal, but segment as well that you can use. It's awesome. Christy says, I got Zoom webinar and loved it. You have to upgrade to a paid Zoom subscription and then add on the webinar feature. Yeah, so it is a paid subscription, but honestly, guys, I love the features with it. I don't even know another one right now that allows you to live stream your webinars onto Facebook, and imagine how powerful that is for you. So let's say that you wanted 100 people signed up for your webinar and you only got 50 people signed up. Well, you could still live stream it to Facebook and easily get in front of another 50 people. So I think Zoom is awesome for that. Sarah Elizabeth, good to see you, gorgeous. This is inspiring me. I'm going to do my first live tonight promoting my next webinar. Woohoo! Christy's got it. She's got the strategy. Queen says, yes, I think they want more money first and then bigger impact for sure. Thank you. Awesome. Then start there. So that's where you're going to focus your marketing, Queen, and you can touch on those other pieces that's important for them as well, but start with the money piece. Valerie Luckett is signed up for the coaching workshop next week. I will see you there, Val. I can't wait to connect with you. Valerie used to be one of my private coaching clients last year in my mentorship program, and it's been way too long, and I want to catch up with you, gorgeous. Yeah, definitely. I'm in, Melanie says. Awesome. And guys, the link's up at the top. We'll be wrapping up here in just a second, so make sure to get signed up soon. It's ToLivingFree.com/workshop. We're going to be diving into exactly how to use webinars to consistently book clients. It's something I'm using monthly. I'm just doing one webinar a month, and it's bringing in consistent clients. Like, you don't have to do them all the time, but you can always add in more if you love them and they're working for you. Like, the sky's the limit, really. I pay for Zoom, so just need to upgrade webinar. Oh, that's great. Yes, yeah, Val, you'll just need to upgrade to the webinar piece. Exactly. Queen says, I've used Zoom for interviews and for one of my webinars. I didn't use the Facebook option, though. I have to try it. And woohoo, go Christy. I know. Where did the time go? I have to check the clock, guys, because I have another call coming up. And I just get on here and I hang out and I have so much fun. We'll be there next week. All right, from Canada. We've got quite a group here today. Well, we had Portugal, UK, Michigan. Val, you're in Canada. Not Canada. You're in California. Christy, you're in California too, right? Queen's in the UK. My gosh. And then we got Colorado. Such an amazing global community. Well, thanks guys for connecting so much. Any other questions, go ahead and comment down below. I'll be back to answer questions. I'll be checking in daily. And of course, if you guys are on the recording, watching later, let me know if you signed up for the workshop as well, because I'd love to see you there live and in person. And like I said, be sure to show up live because I've got some really great VIP coaching gifts I'm going to be giving away to anyone who shows up live. That's not a drawing. If you show up live and you attend live, you're going to get access to these coaching gifts because I love to give good stuff away. Queen is signed up. Woohoo! Where did it go this year? Yeah, where did this year go, Val? I know, craziness, right? I cannot believe that we're already like midway through October. And that's part of the reason that we're talking about webinars, guys, is a lot of my clients kept coming to me and saying, oh my gosh, it's almost the end of the year. My goal is to book up my coaching packages before the year ends. And I'm like, the best strategy I'm seeing to do this is webinars. So that's why I'm going to be breaking that all down during the workshop. All right, guys. Well, this is Jessica Caver Lindholm. Wrap it up here. If you haven't gotten signed up yet, you can go up to the link at the top in the description and save your seat at this live coaching workshop. They've been so much fun lately. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about these. You will be so glad that you came. And if you show up live, you're going to get access to that VIP coaching gift. And you're going to be one of the first people to hear about my most popular coaching program that's been closed for the last year. So I can't wait to share that with you guys as well. All right, Kelly's in, Val's in. We're going to have a blast, guys. All right, I'll see you over on the coaching workshop next week. And in the meantime, to living free, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.